I'm Sebastian Bignell.
I'm Billy Ford.
And I'm Ben Black. And we're here as a focus group to talk about our FMP projects. So, if you'd like to start with the questions, Rob?
So how are they going so far? Like, what are your ideas?
Well, for me, I'm doing a podcast project, so I'm focusing on neurodiversities and stuff like that, how it affects us in daily life, and just making like a sort of chat show about it in a sense with my wonderful co-host Romana Ghirardello. What about you guys?
Well, I'm doing a podcast like yourself, one of the few, proper people in this media class, not doing videos like those scum. But yeah, it's going well. I've interviewed Romano Ghirardello as well. I've interviewed for Mayor of Glastonbury. I've completed editing Romano's interview now, so that's good, and I'm going to start the Mayor's. And yeah, they're the main two people that fill up the time. Unlike Ben's podcast, I'm doing one episode rather than multiple, which is much. It gives me more time to edit things through and more time to think, look over things. So yeah, really.
Okay, I'm doing a documentary about tree planting. Yeah, it's going all right. Got one interview. Yeah.
Who with?
A guy from an organisation called Wonderlands.
Wonderlands. What do they do?
They plant trees.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And anyway, so I've started editing. Probably about a minute through.
Actually, I think I've seen some of your footage, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it, personal, opinion, it does look very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that the one? Yeah, it looked quite. I thought it was quite aesthetically pleasing from what I saw.
Have you put any motion graphics on it yet?
I tried this morning
Yeah.
doing Final Cut.
Yeah.
And After Effects.
Mm-hmm.
Darren was on about Final Cut, so I gave that a go.
Mm-hmm.
And well,
How have you found that?
well, let's just say that After Effects was good. I tried to take inspiration from another video, and Darren Darren let me know about how I could do an effect with Final Cut. I gave that a go. Final Cut doesn't work on our Macs because of the software update.
Yeah.
So that sucks, but I'll just have to do that on Thursday because I have Final Cut on that Mac actually.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's quite helpful.
Would you not be able to ask permission to use a computer elsewhere?
I could do, but I think I want to just concentrate on editing whilst I've got the facilities in already.
Alright.
That's fair enough. Have you come across any problems, guys? Because I have come across quite a few.
Yeah. I suppose. Well, I've learnt from your problems of the hissing. I was able to sort out some of the hissing problems and everything. So I got rid of things like background noise, which was a benefit in listening to your episode of the podcast. I gave them some feedback. But there are still certain things, like I found the mic volumes were actually pretty low.
I'm having that in my current episode that I'm editing.
Yeah, and while you can turn it up, you need to be careful of things peaking and going into the red. I put a dynamics processor effect thing on it, which limited that, and probably going to have to do the same for my interview with the mayor when I'm editing that. But yeah, so far not too bad. The main issue I've had has just been how long it takes for me to edit audio, because I'm not so used to it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing I've had. I think my main problem's either been editing or just the Rodecaster in general. And it's not for the fact that I don't know how to use it, it's for the fact that every time I go to use it, someone else has used it and messed about with it, so it's never the settings I put it on in the first place, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What about you, Renee?
Well, the first big problem was the finding the organisation in the interview. That was always a struggle. so I couldn't actually get footage of them planting trees because the season was just too late by the time that I found an organisation. But I was lucky enough to sort of get shown around a place they did plant, got footage of that. Another one with the interview, same place. It was on the hill.
Okay.
Wind.
Oh, wind.
Yes.
So I've done like a little comparison. Luckily, we had like a wind cover for the mic. It was like the lapel mic.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, and that's muted it a lot. So it sounds pretty good now actually.
We could always ask one of us that have got Final Cut on our Macs, and we can run it through that and do the noise cancellation for you.
Yeah.
I would be happy to help you with that.
All right. Well, it does sound pretty good, but yeah, maybe we'll see how that sounds. Yeah.
One thing I know I need to do actually is I need to find sound effects and maybe some music, which I think you managed to find some of it through a website.
I'll send you a link to the
Yeah,
website.
thank you.
Sound effects quite easy to find as long as you know the keywords. Just search podcast sound effects and free use.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Why didn't you put music over the
What, across the
conversation?
entire thing?
Yeah.
I thought about it and it's in my original plan.
Yeah.
However, upon reflection, it's very difficult to match the tone.
Yeah.
Because me and Romano are very sort of fluid in the way that we go through topics.
It's shifting through quite a bit.
And it can go from quite happy and jovial to quite serious in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
I like that about the podcast, and that's one of the main things I wanted to get across.
Yeah.
However, you'd have to like cut between musics every few minutes, and it's just not right, and it would give the wrong tone to the entire thing. So yeah, you can't match the tone for what we're doing with the music.
Yeah.
And that's quite unfortunate, but I think the music I used as a buffer between segments, that worked.
Yeah.
So I was still able to use music, so I adapted my plan and I overcame the problems I had.
That's good. I'll have a look at how music sounds throughout the thing when I'm listening back.
You could always have it like a minor sort of, just really quietly. So like when you've got dead space, there's still something for the audience to listen to.
Yeah.
But you also got to remember, it's not a radio show. It's not going out live, so you don't have to worry about dead air. With a podcast, someone's chosen to listen to it. They're expecting it to be a podcast format, not so formal, but just formal enough. So you don't have to worry about dead space as much. And that's feedback I got from Joanne from GFM.
Right.
So I know that I'm listening to the right people when it comes
That's
to
good
that.
to know. So you've actually spoken to Adrian about getting on GFM?
No. I
Neither
tried
have I.
that and it didn't go well. So I made my own waves and I was already in contact with GFM, so now I'm talking to the lady without going through Adrian. It just means I can pop into my process that I went out of my way to do it myself, and it might reflect nicely on me. So I could always give you a contact if you want.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Cool, I'll send that to you straight after.
Thank you.
And Billy.
Yes.
Elaborate.
On.
Well, we're discussing how like music and processes we're sort of exploring with ours. Is there anything you're exploring with your project?
Well, it's having like a dark to light progression, starting with the negative effects of deforestation and everything, ending with the tree planting and the lighter side of everything. So obviously more dramatic music at the start, slower music, ending with a bit more upbeat, more faster paced music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
that
playing
sort
with
of thing.
tension and stuff.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And do you reckon you'll get it done in time?
Yeah, I've got that done so far. Yeah.
But like the project, do you reckon you'll?
Oh, the project. Yeah, I think I'll get it done in time. Yeah, just probably another week of editing, and I'm getting an interview tomorrow with someone from a climate network organisation. And once that's done, I think I'll have my last interview, and I'll be able to completely just wrap it up. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
What about you, Seb? Do you reckon you've got enough time to finish what you wanted to do?
I think so, because I've just got to edit this interview, which is 40 minutes. Shorten it down. The Romano one I took from about half an hour to 16 minutes, so that was good. and yeah, I might have to make two different cuts for the mayor one, an extended one and a shortened one, depending on how things go. I could always cut out a question or two depending on things, but I think I should have it done as long as I sort of, you know, don't take too long.
See, for me, a major problem I've had across all the projects is my time management. So I have fallen up behind a little bit, but I'm catching up slowly but surely. And fingers crossed, I should have the project done in time. But it's going to be a close cut thing with the amount of editing I've had to do, and I've still got to record another episode. So it's going to be a close run thing, but fingers crossed, it should be done. I've still got the first episodes that I could put out to be assessed, which is why one of the reasons I did it as multiple episodes.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know,
I think that light
I think
coming
that
out
light
is a good way to wrap things up.
yeah. So thank you for the focus session, guys.
Yeah.
No
And
problem.
good luck with your projects.
Yeah,
You too.
you too.